Welcome, modern day mystics, fellow truth seekers, James and Justin, back again with another reaction video. In this one, we're going to look at Ydharma's video on the gift of anger and Buddha.
Have you heard about the story of the Buddha and the gift of anger? So the Buddha had been traveling for many days and he came to a town to give a speech. And when the Buddha was giving a speech, this guy kept yelling from the back. He kept insulting the Buddha, but the Buddha didn't react in any way. And this infuriated this guy even more. And at the end, he walked up to the Buddha and he said, I've been shouting at you, I've been yelling and screaming and insulting you this entire time, yet you didn't pay any attention to me. How is that possible? And the Buddha said, let me ask you a question. If you wanted to give somebody a gift, but they did not accept that gift, then to whom does that gift belong? And the guy thought about it and said, well, it would belong to me since I'm the giver. And there's a valuable lesson there for everyone. That's how you deal with angry and negative, toxic people. That's how you protect your energy. You just don't react. You don't accept that gift, and it will remain with them, and it ends up hurting them more than it hurts you.
Wow, very profound for that tiny little clip, very profound, and it brings a couple of things to mind. One, I agree, that's so much wisdom in that little passage about the guy yelling and Buddha's response to him. But the added thing that he said, at the end where, this guy who, is handsome and ripped is it ends up hurting them more than you, I'm a little jealous, I guess, but the point is, even in Christianity, remember that verse that was forgive them because
it's like heaping coals.
It's like heaping hot coals on their heads, or the best revenge is this. I'm like, you're in the realm of carnal, you're still full of ego, and you are being hurt. If the thing that makes you sleep at night is, I'll just forgive them and be unreactive because they'll pay. You're still drinking poison.
Yes.
It's more like, yes, it plays out that living a good life is the best revenge. And yes, it plays out that if you are unreactive and forgiving, that sometimes the worst person trying to get to you, it digs them deeper into their turmoil. There's a truth to that, but don't you want the end result to be that you were non-reactive and they're hurling their stones at your wall, and as a result they're broken and they become humble and they want to team up again?
Yeah, not at a detriment where it ends up that they end up having to suffer the rest of the days of their life, where they see what's going on and they get to live a better life now.
Yes, and there's not a divide anymore. It's not you versus me competition.
Yeah,
it's you're happy to see them thrive, and you're not boiling anyone's blood by living your best way. Imagine that happened and there was a misunderstanding and one person hated the other person and the other person, went off and they were suffering in their hate towards you, but you were full of grace and forgiving them, and from a distance watching them suffer and fall apart. It's just better if they go off, get their life together. But now if that person goes back, this enemy that you're forgiving so much, say they come back and they're a G now, they've got it together and they're hey, I forgive you, bruh. Is that going to hurt you now? You're supposed to be full of turmoil because I've been forgiving you. It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
So as much truth as there is in there, and that the high road is non-reactivity, no matter what way you're doing it. If you're a callous bastard or you're actually genuine and earnest and care about other people, the best thing is non-reactivity most of the time. There's a time to stand up and fight too.
Yeah.
But there's a wisdom in that.
Yeah, it's almost like reading it kind of like a proverb, where it's it's the truth most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, life is more nuanced and it requires action.
Yeah, you got to fight off an attacker. You can't forgive him to death. I mean, some enlightened, incarnation of, somebody would probably feed themselves to the cannibal. But we're talking about normal people here. You got to fight off your attackers, but at the same time,
Good video. Another good one by Ydharma. Guys, if you liked our reaction on this one, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone until next time, stay spiritual.